All right. Are you standing on a star? Are you standing like the rest of the red sections? There you go. Very good. Very good. You know, hair's all over the place. That's why I didn't have hair before. Now I remember.
You're looking good, sir.
And this stuff back here. All right. The reason I gave that announcement at the beginning of class is because we're gonna, right now, we're gonna do sparring combinations. We're gonna do basic sparring combinations because these are good for sparring too. So they won't be reverse spinning kicks. They will be combinations of just front leg techniques. That means we will have to get better at our front leg techniques. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
It's our opportunity to improve our basics. Not to relearn them, but to improve them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So let's take this opportunity to improve our basic kicking techniques. Let's turn toward the mirror.
Yes, sir.
Now, sparring in a tournament or competition is going to be different than the way you might fight in real life or for self-defense. For self-defense, I'm not doing, me personally, I'm not going to do, consciously not going to do any spinning kicks, right? Because that gives my opponent too much time to get me. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
No matter how fast you spin. Right? All my techniques are going to come from here. Boom, 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 boom. I'm standing facing you the whole time because I don't know you. I can do spin kicks on y'all. I know y'all. I know you're not trying to bust me in the back of the head when I turn around.
But showing your back and all, isn't hitting someone in the back illegal?
Yes, not for self-defense.
Oh, right.
Yeah, competition, so that's what I'm saying, competition, so in competition, don't touch their back. You get a foul, you get disqualified. Self-defense, you hit them in their back, hope they fall down. Get off me. Okay, ready, stand, put your right foot forward. Now, when you spar, since we're not in basics, you're not gonna spar like this, and we're also not in boxing. So you're gonna turn, and because we have to open ourselves up for kicks and things. So turn your body. Best thing you can do for your left hand is kick it by your chin. If you don't want to get hit in the chin, kick your right hand down because you're likely to strike with it. Does that make sense? Yes, sir. Right? Throughout sparring, you can switch these hands. 1, 2. This is a good place. I can block 1, 2, and I can block my center. Switch. Block here, and block here. Does that make sense? They all have their own thing. So I'm here, 1. This is the first step. I've minimized target. So I'm going to do, let's do front leg front kick. Front hand, ridge hand. Back punch. Height. Okay? So we're going to do front leg front kick. Front hand, ridge hand. Back punch. Height. Okay? Front leg front. Ridge. Height. Front ridge, height. Did you notice how we went forward for the ridge? Right, because you lose range. If my target's here after my kick, my legs aren't the same, so I have to go in a little bit, and then back punch. Notice the hand trade. Right? All right, one more time. Front, ridge, height. Good. Reset. Getting you ready, Sam. Turn your body. I'm going to count out 10, and then we're going to do it on pads with a partner. I'm going to say the techniques once more, and then I'm going to say go. Front, leg, front, ridge, height. Reset. Front leg, front, ridge, height. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Feet together. Now, usually we even it out by doing the other side. However, most of you are right hand dominant, so we're going to do the right side mostly. Crystal, I'd like you to be Miss Hale's first partner. Y'all go stand over there. Jillian, next to Crystal and Miss Hale with I think your name is different than what I'm seeing. Aurora. Okay, I was about to talk. Okay, I was about to call you Rory, and I was like,
My nickname is Rory. So
okay. I was like, man, that's an R. That's not an R, that's an A. Are you in the right uniform? Okay, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, come on over here, you're gonna be Jillian's first partner, Mr. Hogan and Mr. Payne.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Okay, oh, you have to go somewhere? Yeah. Go be Miss Hale's first partner. Mr. Hogan, can you pass out some focus mitts?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And everybody will get their own, since we're still doing it. Come over here. Come over here, Zen. Ah, perfect. Zen and be Sophie's first partner. So this is what you're going to do. Watch this, Mr. Hogan. First technique. You're right. You don't have to do all that. So we're going to go front. Oh, you put it on there. Step on there. So we go front, ridge. There you go. So we got front, boom, ridge, and we're gonna go back punch. We'll go back here, boom. And we're gonna do them in place now. We'll do offensive later. But front leg front, boom, ridge, back punch. Don't try to hit hard, hit correctly. So it correctly looks like 1, 2, 3. Okay, go.
Yes, sir.
Sir. Make sure when you do your back punch that ridge hand comes to your cheek. Flat first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Oh, sorry.
I'm not coming, I'm not gonna keep coming at you.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
It's tracking.
Yeah.
Oh, try to get started.
I keep this little one in there,
I haven't been counting it all, but.
T. Bounce to your partner. Say follow through.
Follow through.
When you do focus mitt work, you don't have to follow through. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Power shots are not for focus mitts, hence the name is a focus mitt. So that's what the shields are for. So shields and of course regular sparring, heavy bag work, the standing weight master type deals, those are for power. What I'm trying to get you now is placement. Does that make sense? Focus on placement and accuracy. So when we focus on these, you want to hit the same way each time, every time. So once I go one, the front kick, I'm not trying to hit hard, I'm trying to get placement, right? So one, I got placement, boom, ball of the foot placement, she turns it. When I get to three, I don't want to, if my hand crosses my body, that's called a follow through. Right, as soon as your hand goes like this, inefficient motion, where can you get hit now? Ribs, boom, 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 they're tearing you up. I'm gonna be honest, they tear you up. So as soon as your hand goes like this, you made a mistake. So after one, when we do two, you only have to make contact with the target. Because you're gonna hit him again. If I wouldn't hit him again, yes, you demolish, you try to follow through and everything. But because you're gonna hit him again, if I knock him out over here, can I throw my last punch? No one's standing here, he's on the ground now. I'm not the head off, right? So I wanna hit him again because I want more points. So one, boom, two, boom, and then there, boom, they trade. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now I want you to try it again with your partner with that in mind. Don't hit as hard, but still make contact with the pad.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Turn the other side. Front leg, front kick, front bridge hand, back leg. This side? Okay, this side, this side. Up.
Better single
Oh, I did it again, sorry. At least you did a round kick.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Backwards, got one too.
Steve, bounce to your partner. Grab your pads and come on up. Now today we did we did things a little different as far as how we start a black test training sparring portion of the class. That makes sense. Usually, I would have you do the first technique for the first week. First technique being the front leg front kick. And I would nitpick your front leg front kick, give you all the pointers that you need, and then once I felt like that was okay, we would build on the combination by adding the bridge hand. We would practice the ridge hand, front hand ridge hand by itself. You know, pointers, and then, of course, y'all understand. The third one, and then all of them together doing the combination. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So the next class, we'll start that. I wanted to give you an idea. I felt like it was probably better to have you do all of the techniques, and then we'll break them down starting Wednesday. Does that make sense? So
Yes, sir.
starting Wednesday, we'll be on front leg, front kick just by itself, and knowing the offense and defense of that. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Watch
sir.
Mr. Hogan for a second. Get your new pad. We don't know which one was yours. So next class, so when we do our offensive front kick, there's a couple ways we can do it. One, if I'm standing here square and I step up and I do my kick. Does that make sense? Very, very simple, okay? And for defense, right, I can step back and just throw my kick, right? Very simple, right? Step back, kick, step forward, kick. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, there's something I like to call fire, right? Where you lift both feet, pressure in your standing leg, and you shoot forward, right?
Yeah.
And it can work kind of the other way, like fading, like a jump shot. but it's unlikely. Square, front leg, front kick. Standing side, turn, front leg, front kick. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I like to leave this hand dangling because I like to strike after that. Front leg, and then I catch you with my dangling hand. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
Go sign it next class. The path of self-mastery requires a courageous heart. A courageous heart shows strength in the face of fear. The path of self-mastery requires a courageous heart. A courageous heart shows strength in the face of fear. The path of self-mastery requires a courageous heart. A courageous heart shows strength in the face of fear. Repeat together.